All right, let's get started. So first open up a web browser and go to uncover.dev/tvOS. This is a beta, so just keep that in mind. So you're gonna go download that beta, whatever. While that's downloading, go ahead. You're gonna have to be on Xcode, so this has to be on a Mac. You got to download Xcode first. Once you have Xcode, go ahead and open that up. We're going to go ahead and make a new app. So go ahead and go new project. Make sure you select tvOS because it's going to default to iOS. And then we're going to do a single view app. Click next. Give your product a name. Doesn't matter what it is. Today we're just going to do tutorial. We're going to select personal team. In the case that you don't have a team here, it should give you the option to create one. But if it doesn't, you're gonna have to go up to File. We'll close out of this actually real quick. Just go to Cancel, File, Xcode here. Go to Preferences, and you're gonna have to create an Apple ID in the developer. So go ahead. If you don't have a developer account created already, create one. To do that, you just go to developer.apple.com. and you're going to sign in with your Apple ID and stuff. It's free. You don't have to pay for this developer account. You just create one with pre-existing or a new Apple ID. So go ahead and make sure you do that. But then back in Xcode, you're going to add your account. So you click on the plus sign, you choose Apple ID, continue, throw your Apple ID and password in, and then click next. You'll get something that looks like this. If it doesn't have a team, it should already create one for you, but if it doesn't, then you did something wrong. I don't know any cases where it wouldn't do that, but anyways, then you're going to go and manage certificates and click plus. It's going to create your certificate here. Click done. That is all you need to do here. Close out of that. Now we'll go to File, New, Project. Make sure you go tvOS, single view app. Next, get that product name. Remember tutorial or whatever you want. Could be ASDF, doesn't matter. Choose your personal team. You can give your organization name. Just use the defaults here. Organization identifier. Put whatever you want in here. It doesn't matter. Leave everything else defaults. Click next, and just put it wherever you want. Create. Leaving the defaults is just fine. This is just a base project. We're not even going to use anything here. Don't worry about code. You don't have to write code. What you do need to do though is, where did it go? We're going to click tutorial. Don't go through those. That was me trying to troubleshoot on the fly. Click on tutorial. This is going to be your project name, so it could be ASDF, my project, whatever you made it. Click there. We're going to go into signing and capabilities. If you had just done this for like the first time, you've never created an Xcode project, it may take some time for you to actually get a certificate issued to you, or a provisioning profile in the certificate, so it might give you an error. If it does, give it a few minutes. It took me 30 minutes and it finally worked. But make sure you have your team name there. Your build identifier should already be there. And if it gives you that error message that says try again, just keep trying. One thing you could try to do is sign up for an Apple Developer Certificate program, which is the $99 a year thing, but don't check out. I did that, and 15 minutes after I did that, it worked. I don't know if it had any influence on it, but that's a troubleshooting step you could do. Once you get your signing certificate, though, that's perfect. You're all set. Don't do anything else with Xcode. You can minimize it. What you want to do is we need to install something called iOS App Signer. So if you just Google iOS App Signer, It's going to be this one right here from the GitHub of DanTheMan827. So you're going to download this one. Could be a different version, doesn't matter. Always use the latest version unless you don't feel comfortable with that, whatever. Once you download it, it's going to be a zip file. Unzip that sucker. And thank you, Remy. That is my dog. Go ahead and open it up. And now what we're going to do is we're going to browse for the Unc0ver app that we downloaded. So this should be in your downloads. Go ahead and open that up. Signing certificate should be auto-selected because you should only really have one. If you have two, just select whatever one works. The resign only, you're going to want to choose, you should probably only have one here. Just choose whatever one relates to the project you created. So I'm going to select tutorial. And everything else should be left blank, so you click start. Save it wherever you want. It's going to save it as an IPA file. Save. That already replaced or exists, that's fine. If you don't want to replace it, you can just give it another name, so like do _1 or something. Save. It's creating the IPA. Done. Now you'll see that that has been created right there, _1. Now we'll go back into Xcode. This step will take place on your Apple TV, so what you'll have to do is, I'm just going to open up a video recording really fast. So yeah, I'm telling you this is raw and dirty, so open your Apple TV. Go to settings, remotes and devices, remote app and devices. Leave it on this. Do not exit. Don't click any buttons on your Apple TV remote. Now, in Xcode, we need to go to Window, Devices and Simulators, and you have to be on the exact same network as your Apple TV, and you need to be close to it. So laptops are a plus. Once you're here, it's probably going to show your Apple TV, whatever it's called. So you'll just click on it. And then here, let's just unpair. All right. So in a second, my Apple TV should display here. There it is. So you're going to have to click pair living room or pair with whatever your Apple TV is named. You'll type in a code. Click connect. It'll do its thing. Don't click pair living room again. Just let it sit for a few seconds. It's kind of buggy. There you go. It's paired. So don't worry about what it's saying here. What we'll do is click on plus. And we're going to want to select the app we just created, which we put in our downloads folder, _1.ipa. This is the signed app. You'll click open, and it's going to start installing to your Apple TV, as you see here. That's going to basically install the app. I mean, it's going to be on your home. So like, don't exit that screen that's on your Apple TV yet until you see that this is finished. It's going to take it a second. In the case that you do get a failure, it's most likely because your certificate's not right. So if that is the case, go back through, make sure you are getting a certificate on this page here, as well as a provisioning profile, because if you don't, then you're screwing up and you need to fix that. It's hard to troubleshoot. Most likely you just need to wait, give it some time. Essentially the reason being is that it has to register your Apple TV to your developer account. But as you see, it's installed. Down here it shows installed as well. This is the one I just installed. So everything else after this takes place on your Apple TV. So let's go ahead and get started with that. All right. Now once you're done installing the IPA, you should be able to exit this And then it's going to be the first app here. So go ahead and open that. And then it should automatically highlight jailbreak, so boom. Come on. Cool. So you're just gonna reboot your Apple TV. All right, we're back up. So now we're gonna have to go into Unc0ver again. So we'll reopen the app. We're gonna jailbreak again. And if it doesn't respond to your click, just scroll down on the button, just swipe down and then click. The UI is in beta, everything's in beta, so okay, so we've got a jailbreak error. So if that happens, we just want to go ahead and reboot the Apple TV. Boom. Come on. There we go. Wake up. She's frozen. There we go. Let's see how it's highlighted. And it won't work. But you unhighlight it and it works. There you go. No errors. It's gonna reboot and it'll be jailbroken. Okay. Boom. Let's just go through a complete upgrade. And there you have it. That's how you jailbreak the Apple TV once you're able to get the certificates and other BS through Xcode resolved. And there's your app. You go into Neato TV, and you're rocking, man. You got everything you want. Heck yeah. Cool. Thanks, guys, for watching. Remember, this is in beta, so do at your own risk. I am not held responsible for you screwing anything up, but I believe this is the first tutorial that's been published, so good luck.